What's up, drivers? Welcome to 6 Minute Saturdays. I'm your host, Dashcam Hull. First off, this clip from Emu shows a driver performing almost as bad as Hull City this season. Diesel finally dropped back below £1.80 a litre, and Floorbix has already found someone making the most of it. In typical Hull City Council fashion, £500,000 got spent turning Freetown Way into one lane, and it's made congestion that bad that they're going to spend another £4 million to reverse it and extend the pavement instead. And as the economy grows ever worse, the memes are hitting just that little bit harder. I was sent this clip by Emma, and it's one of them that really stresses how important owning a dashcam is. Check the links in my description to see what equipment I use, and it also helps out the channel. If you buy something, I get a small cut from Amazon. The first thing I noticed, and I'm not throwing any criticism Emma's way here, but if you park facing out of a bay, it makes observations incredibly easy and means that you don't have to crawl and break your way out of the space. That being said, it's ironic, isn't it, that the driver that's parking properly in this clip is the one who causes the collision.
What in the fuck?
He clearly does very little observations and has the nerve to both blame Emma and refuse to give his details. You can't have both, mate. Realistically, legally, you can't ever even have the second, can you? You can see that Emma's been stopped for at least 2 seconds and even begins to move forward for a couple of frames when this oblivious driver hits her. He doesn't even notice Emma's reverse cancel because he's just so utterly fixated on the space that he wants to park in. You'll be pleased to know the guy's insurance found him at fault and is paying for a new bumper and a tyre.
What in the fuck?
But without dashcam evidence from either party, how do you think a young woman versus older man would go? By a dashcam.
You f***ing donkey!
This clip is something else, man.
Did I touch your car?
Did you touch my car? My car's all wrecked. What do you mean, did you touch my car?
She denies anything happened, asks him to call the police,
Can I please call police for me?
calls him a liar when he points out the blue paint all over his Audi,
Look at my car there. Don't shout, don't shout. Don't shout.
and they're even still stopped in the exact same position that they crashed him, with her halfway into his lane.
I'm the one doing this one.
Are you crazy? Look at your car.
Suddenly, she has a change of heart when he once again tries to point out the damage.
You didn't hit my car?
Okay, I'm sorry then.
That's fine, thank you.
But the real kicker for me, the real golden moment, is her trying to rub the damage off, and she actually thinks she's getting somewhere. Anyway, it is time for The Road Rules. Yes, it does.
Nice to see you. Yes, it is.
This is where we'll take a look at some of the best and worst of the miscellaneous driving clips that I've stumbled upon during my internet browsing.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Here's a clip where I can physically feel the embarrassment and dread. Wonder why that is. Fuck.
We like to troll. We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
If you ever need to remove the emblem off your steering wheel, just grab a screwdriver, get under here, you push really hard, and...
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Have you ever just been walking down the street and just pure forgot what gigantic thing you're carrying?
You haven't got the time on you, have you?
1:05.
Cheers.
Look, it's literally impossible to not sound like an absolute raging narcissist talking about people spotting you in public. It is what it is. It's beginning to happen fairly frequently, and quite often, I have no idea what's going on. This was one person's attempt to get my attention.
I don't know, she didn't get that
Oh,
far.
hazards are on again.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy was beeping then.
I have no idea. Which was thankfully later accompanied with a DM, so I knew exactly what was happening. But at the time, clueless. In this second clip, I'm pretty certain the driver in front is waving at me, but I'm also not entirely convinced that I didn't just do one of these. So yeah, throw me a DM if you see this, so that I know for sure. And most recently, I let this motorcyclist filter in front of me, and he stops. And I'm dreading thinking he's going to tell me I have a brake light out or something. I'm a little bit hard of hearing because of my love of heavy music and my love of Q-tips, and obviously wearing a helmet muffles your voice. How does RJ have full conversations with people? You can barely hear what they're saying in the clip. But it led to me eventually saying the single most big-headed thing I've ever said in my life.
Alright, mate. Do you recognise us or something? I thought so. Nice to meet you.
I really hate myself for that one, but thankfully, yes, he did recognise me, so thank God for that. Because we nearly had another, do you know who I am? Ronnie Pickering! So let's have a complete U-turn on that topic and have a look at a clip of someone spitting on me. What on earth is this person doing? What the fuck are you doing stood in the middle of the road? Spat on my windscreen. So after spitting on my windscreen, it appears that he stumbles even further into the road and brings the car behind me to a complete stop as well. The only reason you've not ended up with a donkey award today, my friend, is because there was someone significantly crazier than you in this episode. I'd go tell you to play in traffic or something, but you're already doing that. So good luck with that, I guess. We now have a brand new merch shop that has just launched on Spreadshirt. The link is in the description if you want to grab yourself some merch. One thing that I always wanted on Spring is DCH caps, because I wanted one myself. This is from eBay. I did this in like a random create your own logo company, and it's not great. The ones on Spreadshirt I actually really like, and I'm going to buy one myself. For the entirety of next week, you can get 15% off as a special launch promo, but that's all we have time for today. If you like this video, give it a like, give me a sub, click that notification bell, and we'll have another chinwag really soon. Peace!